After Silverstone, the questions were asked by those in the paddock, then behind factory doors. Today, McLaren have a chance to answer, because for the first time in 12 years, they lock out the front row. Can they take their chance? Lando Norris will lead Oscar Piastri on the grid for McLaren. They're the team to beat in Budapest. Welcome to the Hungarian Grand Prix. We have counted down the hours. It is time for F1 to return for the 39th World Championship race here. This is the circuit, 4.3 kilometres, 2.7 miles, 14 turns. Lewis Hamilton holds the track record and the race record around this configuration of 14 corners, used by Formula One since 1986. It's the C5, the C4 and the C3 tyre on another roasting day. The track temperature 43 degrees, the air temperature up at 28. We take you to trackside pictures of a fabled venue which has seen 5 first-time winners in the history of the World Championship. But we go from back to front with Pierre Gasly starting in the pit lane after adding power unit components for the rest of the season, because he was at the back anyway. Esteban Ocon will be the last car on the grid. He's in 19th. Then it's Zhou Guanyu in 18th. Were the first big shock in qualifying was George Russell out in Q1. He goes from 17th on the grid. Sergio Perez is in 16th. He found the barriers. Kevin Magnussen 15th in the order. Then it's Logan Sargent in 14th place, next to his teammate Alexander Albon in 13th. Valtteri Bottas finds himself in 12th position, trying to keep a good run of point scoring going here. Nico Hülkenberg has had back-to-back 6th places. He goes today from P11. Yuki Tsunoda found the wall, huge hit into the barriers in qualifying. Daniel Ricciardo, the lead RB on the grid for just the 4th time this year. Fernando Alonso won the battle of the Aston Martins. They've turned their weekend around nicely. What tyres will they go for at the start of the race? And then it's Charles Leclerc in 6th place. Lewis Hamilton, an 8-time winner, goes from 5th. Carlos Sainz is the lead Ferrari for the 3rd Grand Prix in a row. He is 4th. Max Verstappen wasn't far away, but is 3rd on the grid. And McLaren, for the first time in 12 years, have the top 2 positions in the order. Green flag at the back means it is time. 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights in Budapest. And the Hungarian Grand Prix is underway. Lando Norris chops across his teammate. Verstappen off the road as he rejoins, having gone off all 4 wheels. Oscar Piastri leads. Lando Norris retakes 3rd.
Max has to give the position.
Norris now, who's already lost the place on the inside, is exactly like Barcelona for him. Now he's got to look to the outside, and there comes Max steaming round the outside.
Here's a chance for Sainz up against Fernando Alonso. That's a tidy move and an easy pass for the winner of the Australian Grand Prix.
Max, the incident is under investigation. I think our recommendation is you let this go.
He's slowing down. They will switch positions. And Lando Norris takes 2nd place. Hamilton in, an 8-time winner of this Grand Prix. And everyone now is going to be forced to respond. Fighting in, into 11 off the road.
Wow.
That's what brought Lando Norris back into play. Here comes Verstappen, DRS wide open, wasn't able to shape for the move before. Hamilton covers it off, but locks up doing so. Verstappen trying to sweep around the outside. He goes off the road, he can't slow it down.
A -5 brake pace and the thing just doesn't turn. It's unbelievable.
Lando Norris will be the McLaren that gets the fresh tyres first.
Can he undercut Piastri from here? 2 seconds.
That's the question, isn't it? Can he get onto the fresher rubber? Can he put the pressure on that way? This is going to be a huge moment. Lando Norris goes past his teammate, and it's going to be the net lead of the Grand Prix. They told Piastri it was to cover off Hamilton.
Okay, Lando, Oscar has just pitted. We'd like to re-establish the order at your convenience.
Well, that's some gentle introduction.
No, mate, don't give me that. You guys give me this strategy, okay? I'm trying to rescue myself.
We need you to save more tyres, please, and we do want to let Oscar through.
We should have boxed him first then, surely, no?
Doesn't matter.
I mean, it does. To me, maybe.
Game on for 4th place. Could be the final place on the podium. Max Verstappen to the apex first. And he's got the place from the Ferrari.
And Lando, we still think you're using the tyres too much. Turn 4, turn 11, and the rear's exit. Turn 6, turn 9. Oscar's 3.5. I know you'll do the right thing.
as Verstappen, well, will he dive this time?
This time he gets there, he locks up and he makes contact with his old rival. Verstappen and Hamilton come together again, battling for the final place on the podium, and they're into each other to drop Max Verstappen off the road down to 5th place.
The way to win a championship is not by yourself, it's with the team. You're going to need Oscar and you're going to need the team.
Lando Norris is backing off. He was on the cusp of a second Grand Prix victory. Oscar Piastri goes back through into the lead of a Grand Prix. It turned out that he would be driving for McLaren, and he's taking that McLaren to the top step of the podium. The Australian driver advances all the way to the checkered flag. Oscar Piastri wins for the first time in Formula One. It is Oscar Piastri, the 115th Formula One Grand Prix winner. McLaren's first 1-2 in 3 seasons. Lewis Hamilton making history on the podium once again for the 200th time.
Yeah, I mean, I put myself in the right position at the start of the race. A little moment in the middle on the hard stint, but I mean, at the end we went on to different strategies, trying to cover different people. Yeah, I mean, effectively it was an undercut. So I think for me it was fair to swap us back. You know, obviously my pace wasn't quite as good as I would have hoped, but yeah, I think an amazing day for the whole team. Obviously a 1-2 for myself, of course, extremely happy. Still some things to improve and work on, definitely, but I feel like I did a lot of things right in that race, so incredibly happy to have my first win.
Yeah, happy for the team. I don't know when our last 1-2 in the race was, but probably over 10 years ago or something, so just super happy. I mean, I'm happy for Oscar too. Like your first, I know he won in Qatar, but I think he'll also say that this win is a lot more than a sprint win. So his first proper win, it's a special moment. So happy for him and for the whole team. An incredible weekend for all of us. Yeah, just super happy.
Yeah, it's been great to get these points to move forwards in the race today. I think ultimately our pace this weekend wasn't as good as we had hoped. Got some clear areas that we need to work on and investigate why we are down compared to those guys ahead. But to move up from 5th to 3rd, it was a tough 2 stints. The last 2 stints were very, very, very tough with the strategy that we had with the 2 hards. But yeah, very happy otherwise.
We need to work. I mean, it's not like suddenly next weekend we can have new upgrades on the car. So yeah, it is a problem. I mean, we know that we are lacking compared to McLaren, and that's of course not nice. But yeah, we have to analyze all stuff, how we can maybe improve the overall package that we have currently. But I don't think that's something like very easily done, you know. And yeah, we'll see next week how it will evolve. But at the moment, I think race pace, qualifying pace, we are behind.
Honestly, as soon as I pull, you don't want to pull in the pits. Like, you get the call, and you know this isn't the thing to do, but you get the call late and there's no time. There's no time to question it, because then if you miss a lap, it's even worse. So, but as soon as I pulled in, the car's on soft, had pulled in, we're on a medium, let's go, let's use our clear air, use the pace we got, and then we come out in traffic and it's just DRS train, and you, for what?